Hi guys, welcome to episode 4, and today I'm going to be talking about stress. I'm just going to talk about the term stress, the causes, symptoms, and ways of how to overcome or deal with stress. So I'll just jump right into it. I've got lots of notes here. I'll be reading them out, and if you have any questions or anything, give me a wee message, either in the comments or follow me on Instagram, and you can get me on there. So stressed is when the brain and the body it becomes stressed when faced with challenges, either physically or emotionally. Um, it could be either good or bad experiences. It could bring on stress. Stress can bring on mental health problems or be a cause of somebody's mental health becoming worse. This is due to like if somebody has too much pressure or too much demand in their life, they become stressed. I've got a little bit of so 70% of visits to GPs are for conditions leading to stress, which is really high. Not many people know they have stress until they go to the GP, but hopefully this video will help you identify if you have stress and help identify how you can deal with stress. So it could be if somebody's struggling physically, socially or financially, stress can certainly put the pressure on. It's when somebody no longer feels in control and they feel that they can't do anything about it. So it could lead to becoming fearful, like imagining horrible situations, and just picturing these images could lead, could be a source of stress. Not being certain of the situation or not sure what will happen in the situation could also lead to stress. Um, what a person, what they think about themselves and what other people do, they become stressed about. They become stressed about what the other people are thinking or what they are thinking about themselves. If they don't want the commitments, they may feel others think they are useless. So that's like if you agree to go out with somebody and then your stress gets too much, you become too stressed because you're overthinking everything. They may feel useless because they decide not to go out, and that's just unfortunate symptom of stress, to be honest. Could lead to domestic or social situations, which is like arguments and everything like that, and falling out with family, friends, your partner, anything like that. They may become frustrated if they're not reaching their goals, um, which makes them feel helpless as well as losing their control of the situation. They may put too much pressure on themselves, either at home or at work. If you put too much pressure on yourself and you don't reach to standards that you set yourself, then it could be you could lose control and it could lead to really bad stress. Such life events such as death, health scares, like if you diagnosed with an illness or somebody else that you know is diagnosed with an illness, moving house or getting a new job or losing job could lead to money problems, severe stress, changing family dynamics, such as like if you broke up with your partner, divorce, you have a baby, marriage, even marriage can be stressful, especially at the beginning, or even like just leading up to the wedding, it can be very stressful. So there are some physical symptoms, such as sweating, having heart problems, which could lead to stroke or heart attacks, and it could also give high blood pressure as well, because you're causing yourself too much stress. There is a thing called stress at work. This could be a number of reasons why people get stressed at work. It could be the demands of the job, their colleagues, they don't get along with their colleagues, they don't like their manager, they don't receive any support from anybody in case they are facing other stressful situations such as moving house or a breakup. Their work colleagues might not care or may not show that they care. Um, Change in work could be really stressful as well. You could question your ability, and it could harm your progressive ladder. It could be such situations like bullying, not getting the feedback that you want, working long hours. Some people work 12, 16 hours, some people work longer. It's too much. It's too much sometimes. If a job's too physical for you and you can't handle it, you could also get stressed and wonder why your body can't do what your mind's telling you to do. That happens in so many different situations, never mind just work, that's just everyday situations as well. Or if the job's boring and repetitive, this is just like doing the same thing over and over again in an office. You become stressed because you just don't want to deal with the same thing over and over again, and instead want a new challenge, and that could lead to stress as well. So not many people know this, but stress could be useful and harmful. I've got some examples of how it could be useful to some people. It could make a person more alert about their surroundings, more alert about just more alert about things. Helps deal with danger. Helps their senses deal with danger. Motivates some people to solve difficult tasks or challenges that they've been given. Some people may find stress might be find stress more exciting than despair. I couldn't say that there, I struggled. It could help somebody's memory and make them remember more, which I suppose is a good way. And it can also improve a person's immune system because they're stressing out so much that their immune system gets used to it, and it helps improve it. Although it could be useful, it can also be really, really harmful to the immune system. If it's months or weeks, it could weaken the immune system, leading to high blood pressure, depression, anxiety, heart disease, long-term health issues. Too much adrenaline, which people get when they're stressed, could affect the heart. Again, long-term health issues, not being able to sleep, insomnia. Insomniacs usually suffer from stress, and that's why they're insomniacs. I'm not sure how exact that is, but the course that I was doing, I kind of touched on that. I never really went into great detail about insomnia, but it's something that I would like to look into actually. It could lead to chronic fatigue or headaches for the person, and it could really do bad damage to that, as well as leading to neck pain, back pains, joint pain and all that stuff. So I mean, there's lots of although it does have its uses, B stress is more harmful than useful. You see that in so many cases. I'll probably say about nearly 98% of cases it's going to be more harmful to people than useful. So I have some symptoms. Some symptoms that people have when it comes to stress. So they could have high blood sugar levels, the heart rate could increase, pupils dilating, breathing rates increase, they may have breathing difficulties, stomach aches, might not be able to sleep like I was saying about the insomnia, feel more tired during the day, so they just feel more stressed because they get more tired, and if you get more tired then you become more stressed. That's the way I see it. They may struggle with relationships, whether this is a physical relationship with a partner or emotional relationships with family, friends, whoever. It could have a really bad impact on relationships. So one of the units I did in my course was to talk about how when I felt stressed in life. So I thought I would give a wee example of my life and how I've been stressed before and how it affected me and everything like that. So last year in September I lost my job. I was my competence just went down. I was worried about my financial situation because that was my only income, and I had things to pay off, like a phone bill and other wee bills that I had to pay off as well. So I became really worried, and this led to me struggling with stomach aches, and it really hurt. It was horrible. I didn't want to eat. I struggled to sleep at night because I was just worried. I just wanted to do something, but I couldn't. So I kept overthinking that if I'm going to be in a financial situation, then I'm just going to be stuck and I won't be able to get out of this, and I'm just going to have no money, and I'm not going to, people are going to come for me because I owe them money. Not like drugs or anything, I mean like bills wise, like my phone bill and everything. So I became anxious. I got really bad anxiety. It was about a month or so I was roundabout, and then I managed to find a job. My stress levels dropped. I started eating again. I wasn't worried about financially. It was just for Christmas as well, so it was good to get a job just before Christmas so I could afford to get presents for people and everything. But it's a horrible situation, and I managed to overcome it with my friends, family, and my partner. She really helped me through it. She gave me the encouragement and everything that I needed, so that was good. That's what some people need. They just need some support, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So I've got a wee subheading saying feelings people experience when they have stress. So it could cause more health problems. It can make health problems worse, such as asthma, migraines, stomach ulcers. They won't be able to control their diabetes, or if they have high blood pressure, then they won't be able to control that, and that could lead to really severe health risks. A person might feel depressed. I mean, I'll be honest, I felt a bit depressed losing my job and everything because I thought I wasn't good enough for anything else. Become aggressive, irritated, neglected, dreading the future because you just don't see a future. No taking any interest in going out, communicating with friends, socialising. The behaviour can change massively, such as making decisions and finding it difficult, denying there is a problem. Some people don't realise they've got a problem, and these symptoms could help somebody identify that somebody else has stress. They may not be able to be on time for anything, or find it difficult to be on time. They may drink, may smoke, substance abuse. I mean, lots of people do that to really, at the end of the week, say you've had a really tough week at work, people do that on Friday, Saturday nights to make them feel better, but these people do it every day because they can't deal with the stress that they're facing. So I've got a couple of how to reduce and manage stress, whether it's taking regular breaks, which is like going for a walk, or having a long bath or something like that. That's what I did. I walked. I went for a walk every day to try and clear my head. I went for long baths. I mean, it's good. It's good to help, and it makes you calmer, and it means you can think things in a calmer manner rather than worrying about everything else. Learning to relax, so you can do exercising. That could chill. Confiding someone, just talking about your problems could help you. Um, Even if you don't have friends or family, you can phone somebody. You can talk to anybody. I mean, I feel like anybody can talk to me about their problems. I don't judge anybody. I've been there. I've done that, and I want to help people. So finding life stressful, just talking about your stress can make you feel better. It does work talking. Um, because if I didn't talk about my problems, then nobody else would have nobody else would have jumped on the fact that I was stressed out in my mind and I was worried about the future. Um, Sorting the worries, so ones that you can sort it in your own time. Take one thing at a time and do it. Don't push yourself to sort everything else out to sort everything out at once. Once you can't change, stop stressing about it. There's nothing you can do about it. It's life. You move on. You do what you've done, and you just need to work with it. So the best thing to do about tackling these problems that you can achieve, make a list and take one of the highest one that you want to do, and then just make it easier. Or you could do it the other way, make do it easier once and then make it harder as you go, and tackle it one at a time, not stress about everything all at the one time. So improving your lifestyle. Not many people eat properly. Exercise, get enough sleep. Sleep is important. Everybody needs sleep, and not many people do when they're stressed. But having the calmer days, having the calmer minutes could help you to sleep in the future. Avoid drinking and smoking. This is in moderation. It's okay. I mean, not drinking too much or going out all the time. That's fine, but just kind of take control of it. Don't lose control of it, because if you lose control of that, then you're going down a really dark path and you might not come out of it. Focus on the positives of life. Say you're stressed about money problems, or you're moving house, worried about moving house. You've got a good job, you're moving in with your partner, and you've got a supportive family, and your friends are there to help you as well. I mean, that's good positive mindset, because you've got all these people for support, and you don't need to worry about moving in or whatever like that. Because I've just recently moved into my own flat, and it was stressful, but the thing that got me through was knowing that I was moving in with my partner, and I was excited. It was stressful. It was really stressful, but we got there. We managed to do it. My family helped, massively helped. Our family helped. I mean, it's good. I mean, if you're stressed about living with family, then moving out is probably good for you. I know it'll be stressful for a wee while, but you'll get used to it, and it becomes so good. So helping others as well, volunteering could also help other people, or help you with your stress. Knowing that you've done good for the community could help you feel better about yourself and not become as stressed as you were. Many people keep a stress diary, so this stress diary is helping you identify the problems. If there's a connection between all the problems that you've been going through, and it helps you reduce the stress, and it helps find the cause of what's making you stress. So if you find the cause of what makes you stress, then you can try and combat it with all the ways of reducing or managing your stress that I've been talking about. So people with stress diaries write the reason why they feel stressed, or how they felt that day, the date of when it happened, so that they can see if it's a connection of a certain day. So say you worked a Tuesday and it was on Tuesdays that you were really stressed, then you could say that work was the reason why you're stressed, and you can find a way to either get another job or try and help improve your lifestyle and your job. Write the scale of 0 to 10 and how you're feeling. So 0 is not feeling stressed at all, and 10 is feeling very stressed. Do that, and then you'll be able to tell, okay, well, today I'm a 2, but last week I was an 8, so I've obviously worked, and I've also obviously changed what I was meant to do, or my lifestyle, and that's helped me. So I'll probably do that again this week, and then see if it's going to be the same, and that way you can see that what helps and what doesn't help. So there is local support for people. Not many people know this, but there is stress counsellors, there's support groups. Just going to support groups, talking to people with similar situations, they can help, they can give you ways they overcame it or ways they're dealing with it. They can get you support from family and friends. Talking about your stress helps. I've said it before, I'll keep on saying it. Talking helps everything, to be honest. Just having problems, talking helps. Go to the GP, go to your GP and ask for more information. They'll be able to help you. They'll ask about how stressed you're feeling and everything, and they'll ask what way do you want to do it in a group situation, or do you want to do it one-on-one with a counsellor. Or they can recommend medication that can help with the symptoms of stress, but it might have bad side effects, medication, which is not the best. It just depends if you want to deal with that, or if you want to try and do the talking side of things. So if you're not happy with where you live, these are just parts of stress. So if you're not happy with where you live, or you're just stressed about living there, go to a local authority housing department, look it on Google, you'll find it, and then that way you'll be able to get the best help. If you're dealing with financial issues, credit unions are there to help. Again, Google, it will help, it really will. There's also local community services. I've got a couple here I just wanted to talk about. Physical assistance. This is either dealing with the financial or direct help or resources. So it'll give you problem solving skills to make it clearer what your stress is, and how to combat it, and they'll help you with that. Knowing someone that has beat this or is going through the same kind of similar circumstances, and they have a clear understanding of what they need to do, that'll help, because they'll be able to give you some wisdom, some encouragement, and knowing that they are dealing better with it means that you can deal better with it. So that's the Understanding Stress week. I feel like I've just talked forever, but yeah, stress is a very common mental health problem. I hope you've learned at least something from this video. If I talk too fast, then give me a message, or just get in contact with me if you didn't understand anything, or you want to talk about anything, or talk about your stress. So next week is a very interesting one. It's about phobias. Phobias is it's a really interesting topic. Actually, I didn't know it was a mental health problem, but it is, and I'll be talking about that next week. I'm not sure what day, but by the looks of it, it's on Thursdays, so probably next Thursday. And I'll see you then. Thank you.